Hello, everybody. I'm Kevin Weathers. I'm the CEO of Messiah Pay Raise. I'm shooting this article because it's critical that we start to work to develop a better way. We've got to learn to get to know each other, start to trust each other so we can build wealth together. And I'm talking specifically to our brown skin brothers and sisters. There's an article came out. It was an interview of a Jewish leader, and in my opinion, it's pretty much dead on what he's saying. It makes a lot of sense. So this is the first episode, so to speak, of what I'm calling the fan craze playback, car love, talk show, love for one another. And I want to say that unity is the color of love. This is black education, because I'm calling it education that I'll be shooting some films like in the dark. Basically, there's nothing to see. It's just something to listen to. So what's done in the dark will come to light in your mind as you envision it, using what I call your genius mode. Your genius mode is this right here is your conscious mind, and up here is your subconscious. Up here, you put them together and you got yourself a genius mode. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to read this article real quick. It was sent to me by a friend of mine. The name of the article is Why Blacks Are Not Wealthy. So, this is going to be a topic we're going to continue to work on and talk about. Alright, so this excerpt from an interview with a Jewish leader about blacks, okay? The interviewer says, why are blacks so behind economically? The Jewish leader said, the only thing blacks understand is consumption. That means we are consumers. Okay, it makes a lot of sense, and it goes along with the pie of life scale that I draw. Let me see if I can get a piece of paper real quick. It goes along with it's going to be tough. The pie of life, what I draw here is that circle where 96% of people trade time for money. And even that 3% are up here. All these people right here is consumers. So 96% trade time for money on a job. 3% they try to invest in a 401k or something. But, trading money for money. But basically what boils down is 99% of this whole pie. Only one guy, one person, 1%er is getting rich. But it's not just a black thing. That's what I want to point out. This is whites, blacks, and everybody in America. So to say just blacks, but this article is just about blacks, okay? But I got something for this. That's why I'm going through it. Alright, so the Jewish leader said, the only thing blacks understand is consumption. Blacks don't understand the importance of creating and building wealth. Well, I'm here for that, okay? I got a program for you, okay? Financial literacy, okay? That's what we're lacking. The fundamental rule is to keep your money within your racial group. That's the Jewish guy says that. So we the Jews build Jewish businesses, hire Jewish, buy Jewish, and spend Jewish. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's a basic rule blacks cannot comprehend and follow. Okay, that's one way of looking at that. When you lack financial literacy, it don't matter what your color is. The leaders steal from their people and send money back to their colonial masters, from whom they borrow the same money from. So basically what he's saying is when we get our paychecks, and all we doing with our paychecks, assets puts money in your pocket, liabilities takes it out. I'll show you all this in a minute. I gotta hold that paper down. So assets puts money in your pocket, liabilities takes it out. What he's saying is we get our paycheck. It's an asset. It goes into your pocket. I gotta get something to hold that down. Bear with me, y'all. Just a second. Let me get this over there. Hold that down. So I'm gonna have to keep taking the camera off what I'm doing. Alright, so here's what we're saying. When you get your paycheck, it goes into your pocket as an asset. Assets puts money in your pocket. Within the next week, you start paying your bills. Let's do that. Move this over. Bear with me just a second, y'all. As you start to pay your bills, okay, as you pay your bills, gas, electric, water, car payments, car insurance, whatever, go to store, grocery store, whatever, movie theaters, it goes into the pocket of the rich. See, assets puts money in your pocket. Liabilities takes it out. So that's what he's saying. Is that giving the money back to your colonial masters. That's just another way of saying it. You're giving it back to the white man. Alright, so every successful black wants to spend his money in the country of their colonial masters. Well, we live in America, that's where we're going to spend our damn money at. Alright, so they go on holiday aboard, buy houses aboard, school aboard, go for medical treatments aboard, etc. Instead of spending this money in their own country to benefit their people. So statistics shows that the Jews' money exchanged hands 18 times before leaving the community, while for blacks it's probably a maximum of only once or even zero. And that's true. Every time we get our paycheck, we do spend it all, pretty much. Only 6% of black people, only 6% of black money goes back into their community. This is why Jews are at the top and blacks are at the bottom of every social ladder. Now, the reason why I'm telling you that black people probably at the bottom of a social ladder is because of a lack of financial literacy. If you can't read a financial statement, it's equivalent to not being able to read. That's why I've been called by the Holy Spirit as the chosen one to teach the poor middle class financial literacy. I'm here. And we're about to do some Novis, ordor, seclurum. I've already talked to you about that. So instead of buying Louis Vuitton, Hermes, whatever that is, expensive cars, shoes, houses, and dresses, etc., blacks could industrialize Africa, build banks, and get rid of colonial institutions and putting them out of business. That's a lot. That's true. That's what we could do, and that's what we will be doing. But we're going to do it through financial literacy. All right, so the interviewer, what is your thought on failure of blacks after 150 years? Okay, the Jewish leader said, well, nothing is ever the black man's fault. His compulsive habits of killing his own, his compulsive materials consumption, his inabilities to build businesses, his inability to preserve wealth are usually somebody else's fault. Well, that's just one way of looking at it. And everybody's entitled to an opinion. But you know what they say about opinions. They're like buttholes. Everybody got one. All right, so interviewer. So what can blacks do to liberate themselves? And my answer to that is learn financial literacy. The Jewish leader said blacks must take responsibility. Blacks must unite and vehemently fight corrupt leaders who run down their country and run the IMF as though the IMF is the father of Christmas, okay? That's one way of looking at it. But said they need to look inwards, otherwise they will continuously remain colonized and lose their place in history. But that's not going to happen. Please forward this until it goes viral. That's the end of that. I'm here to tell y'all something. As we continue to learn financial literacy and we do what Bob Proctor says, we take the pay raise challenge and we follow Bob Proctor's video on how to turn your yearly income into your monthly, and we duplicate ourselves through duplication and economic empowerment, compounding time and money, and we'll change this whole daggone world. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm Kevin Weathers. I'm the CEO of Pay Raise. It's our turn to get wealthy. That's what God's telling me, and that's who we listen to. We don't listen to Jews. All right, so I'm Kevin Weathers, God's chosen one on YouTube. Pay Raise Fast at Yahoo. Welcome everybody to the world. Too much money. The pathways through wealthyaffiliate.com/payraise is what I'm trying to tell you. We're going to behold balance in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The power of the pen is, and the power of the pen is The name of that article was Why Blacks Are Not Wealthy, but the power of the pen. One man in the market is going to change the world, I guarantee you.